Okay, I'm going to show you some advanced operation. This is good for when you're inside in a building doing an installation and you want to move the tabs up and down, or for whatever reason you're out on the lake and your GPS just doesn't seem to want to lock in. This system is locked in. You can see it's flashing slowly, but there's a way to override if this GPS wasn't locked and you wanted to move the tabs. You can, normally when you hit like surf left, it's the opposite side of the boat. So this is surf left, which is referred to as port. The starboard tab moves to help you surf left. When you're in manual mode, you're moving the tab that's on the same side of the button that you're pushing. So the manual mode, if I push this button, it's going to lower the port side tab rather than the starboard tab. So we do this just so that it's more intuitive when you're manually moving and looking back to see which one's moving for installation purposes, but also to discourage people from using it as a surf mode when your GPS is not working. So if I want to lower the port, I push and hold this down, and while I'm holding it, it's going to move the tab as long as I'm holding it. Reset, you don't have to push and hold. You always just push reset once, and that's going to bring it back up. But if the reset does keep track of where the tabs are at. If for whatever reason if power is turned off to the system when one of the tabs is down, whichever tab, same thing, if it's the tab over by the driver's side, which is the starboard, you push and hold both buttons. Let's see if I can do this here. And when you're holding both buttons down, it's going to raise that tab up. Same thing with this side. If you push and hold both these buttons down, it's going to raise that tab up as well. Now we're going to learn how to get into launch mode. Launch mode is for when you have a heavily loaded boat and you're trying to pull a wakeboarder out and need a good hole shot. This will keep your bow down. This is just using the surf tabs as trim tabs, and it will lower both of them. You have to push both these buttons at exactly the same time. This is intentionally difficult to get into this mode. Not many folks will use it. Didn't want to have people accidentally getting into this mode. So you have to push both at the same time. 3 seconds. And then once they start flashing, you can let go. That indicates that both tabs are going down. When you throttle up and you pass the 15 mile per hour mark, the tabs will raise up. Keep an eye on this. Try this a couple of times before you are actually pulling a wakeboarder to make sure that you're comfortable with this, that you're able to quickly recognize if the tabs are not coming up. The only reason they may not come up is if you lose GPS and there's a bit of a timeout there before the system will start pulling the tabs up because it doesn't have GPS. It's just very important that you're looking for, as you pass 15 miles per hour, the system to start flashing like this to show you that it's raising itself back up into reset mode. Once you're moving along at wakeboard speeds, it should remain in this red flashing mode, and because you're going more than 15 miles per hour, none of these buttons will be able to do anything for you until you slow down back to below surf speed.